فلا
Assalamu alaikum brothers and sisters, and welcome to the second video on the Quran and science. Now when I talk about scientific science in the Quran, what does it mean? Can I show any of them from the perspective of modern science, or I just end up quiet? Well, of course none of us should. What about if a non-believer comes in and asks me how can I show or prove him that the Quran contains scientific science of today's discoveries? My name is Ashar Kabir, and today I'm going to show you an element of modern periodic table called iron. Iron is one of the elements highlighted into the Quran. There is even an entire chapter named Al-Hadid, and Al-Hadid means iron. Now Al-Hadid is the 57th chapter of the Quran, and in the 25th verse of this chapter, Allah Ta'ala says, "And we also send down iron, in which there lies great force and which has many uses for mankind." Before moving on, let me tell you that my entire video will be revolving around this specific verse, which is verse number 25 of chapter 57. And more specifically, I will keep my focus on the word iron here. And in the coming videos, I will also explain the reason for using the word send down term in this verse, because send down is an English term which is used for things that are sent from a higher position to a lower one. Do you know the iron exists at the center of the earth? Well, I am creating a figure here to show what is meant by the center of the earth, because I found a few people who are kind of confused between the center of the earth and the surface we are living on. And on the other hand, chapter iron is the center of the Quran. Let me show you how. We know the total chapters of the Quran are 114. And then what should be the midth of those chapters? Of course, the center of the Quran equal to 114 divided by 2 equals to 57th chapter. And you know what is the 57th chapter? 57th chapter is called Al-Hadid. Al-Hadid means iron. Now let us talk about the second mathematical sign. Do you know the distance from the Earth's surface to the iron core is 5100 kilometers? Now you might be thinking, oh wait, we got nothing to do with the numbers. But hang on. You will be amazed to know that the number of verses from the very start of the Quran to the verse where iron was mentioned first or once in the chapter iron, there are 5100 verses. This cannot be a coincidence. Speechless. Now, in other words, if you want to get down to the iron core from the surface of the earth, you have got to travel a distance of 5100 kilometers. In the same way, if you want to get to the point where iron was first mentioned in the Quran, you have to go through the 5100 verses of the Quran. Now, before getting into the chemistry of iron, let me introduce you to the Arabic abjad numbers called numerological numbers. Just take a few seconds and see the values of different Arabic letters. For example, here you can see Alif is an Arabic letter whose geometrical value is 1. Similarly, Lam is also an Arabic letter whose geometrical value is 30, and so on and so forth. Now, to understand the rest of this video, we have got to bank on this table. Moving on, here we will find the application of those abjad values in this picture. I mentioned verse 25 of chapter 57. There are some secrets in this verse, some really interesting mathematical codes. Al-Hadid is the 57th chapter in the Quran. When the word is uttered without the definite article, al is the definite article, and when we just utter the word Hadid, then the sum of the abjad values of these letters equals to 26. Let me show you how we get the 26. Here is the table, and we have to utter the word Hadid. He, Dal, Ye, Dal. And let us look at the geometrical value of Hey 8, Dal 4, 8 plus 4 plus 10 plus 4. That sum of all these, all 4 letters, we get 26. And we all know what is 26. 26 is nothing but the atomic number of iron. I'm sure it has got you for a loss of words, isn't it? When the word is uttered with the definite article al, as Al-Hadid in Arabic, then sum of its abjad values of its letter gets equal to 57. And 57 is the atomic mass of one of the 4 stable isotopes of iron. Additionally, do you know that the total number of words in the verse 25 of chapter 57, that is right on your screen, are 28? Let me tell you how to count the words. Well, Lakad is the first word, Arsalna is the second word, and if you keep counting until you get here, you will end up with 28 words. And this verse is the very first verse of the Quran which mentions the word iron, Al-Hadid. Now just take a look at the relation. Verse of the Quran talks about the iron has the total words of 28 that are exactly equals to the number of isotopes that chemistry has told us. It has not finished yet. Just a few minutes ago, I proved that atomic mass of the iron is 57 using the abjad values of Al-Hadid. Therefore, on that base, I can say that Al-Hadid is the iron 57 of chemistry. Iron 57 means iron which has the atomic mass of 57. Now, if we find the position of this iron in this verse, then this iron Al-Hadid is the 13th word in this verse. If we start counting words from here, Lakad is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, and here we get 13th word. And you know what chemistry tells us about the iron 57? Chemistry says that iron 57 is the 13th isotope among 28 isotopes. And the last but not least, one more mathematical code. If we start counting word from the beginning of the chapter 57 to the verse, of course verse number 25, then there are 450 words. And 450 is the specific heat of iron, that is 450 joules per kg of iron. If you have any question about this video and or the content of this video, please do let me know. I would love to hear from you. And I have also given all the reference links that I have used in this video in the description of this video. And finally, if you find this content valuable, please do comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.